I don't know if this means that everything used to be 60 cents a long time ago. First, I have to find a bus stop to take another bus to go to where I am. I'm going on a solo trip in a while. I'm not as excited as going with other people, but also I don't feel like going on a trip with people right now. I think it's important to learn how to travel by myself and be independent and to have fun and not be awkward. I don't know if I'm actually excited or if I'm trying to hype myself up to be excited, but in either case I think both are working. I have arrived after hour and 30 minutes. The weather is beautiful. The building reminds me of many buildings that I saw during my Camino de Santiago, which I did during the summer. One thing I love about coming to a touristy place is that I can vlog and not feel weird because I'm just being a tourist, and tourist does all kind of weird stuff. It's a place where, you know, people live day-to-day life, so you see a lot of daily stuff as well, where people hang their clothes outside, and it is just the wonderful balance between a place to visit and the place that people live here. It has a lot of red and brownish buildings, and it gives the place an archaeology site, sort of. I feel like I'm in a field trip. The birds here really add to the aesthetic of the city. Imagine it's a night and everyone's sleeping, but it's not dark, and then there are birds all around. I feel like the city would feel like a city where all the birds reside. When I'm traveling by myself, I honestly have not done much research or just want to hear Spanish, or for other reasons I go to the tourist guide to just find out. That doesn't mean that I will do the things that they recommend, but just to hear, because usually they recommend to see the cathedrals, to see the museums, and some days you just don't feel like doing those things. But this cathedral is the most well thought out part of the city. It is beautiful, and there are a lot of people here taking photos, and usually I like to come here to watch people take photos because that can be entertaining, because I know that I can be entertaining when I take photos to other people because I could be picky. That's one thing that is good about traveling alone, is that you don't feel the pressure to take photos, because if you're with your friends, then you take your friends' photos and they take your photos, and you want to look good and you want them to look good, and you pose and everything, and it's super fun, but sometimes it could be stressful. But when you're traveling by yourself, you have no expectation, like what are you gonna do, take selfies? And so I know that I won't be taking any photos, so there's a lot less pressure. One thing that I wish I did was to bring a notebook or a journal, because I feel like when you're in a new place, you always want to write something. But always when I go on a trip, I'm like, no, shut up. You're not gonna write anything. It's just gonna take the weight in your backpack and you're not gonna write anything. But I always regret it. I want to write something, but I don't have anything with me. And it's a bad idea to use my phone to write something, because I'm horrible at direction, and yeah, I think it's more important to to get to the house at night than write my emotions right now. Currently I'm walking to go to a restaurant, but the street's like no one's here and it's so sketchy. So sketchy. I know this is so not Spanish, but I really want to eat burrito. I really want to go to a Mexican restaurant. Oh god, there's no one here. I'm almost here. I'm 1 minute away. Apparently I'm here. Come on, come on. I'm going to try to go down a little bit to see what's down there. Just curious. Apparently the Mexican restaurant is here, like right here, which is not here. So I wasn't lost. I had to walk down a little bit further down the road.
Si tienes dudas me dices, ¿vale?
Sí, ¿tiene burrito?
No.
No. ¿Y qué recomiendas?
Los favoritos son estos. Estos tres.
Ajá.
Carnaza es ternera en su jugo, cochinita pibil es cerdo y pollo, ¿vale?
Vale.
Y pide uno de cada de estos y prueba.
Sí. ¿Es suficiente?
No lo sé, pero
Pues si
es
yo
poco.
tengo hambre todavía puedo...
Claro.
Vale. Pues 3 de este también.
Uno de cada uno y los pruebas y ya vemos cómo está la cosa, ¿vale?
Perfecto, gracias.
¿Cómo estuvo?
Sí.
¿Sí?
Yo prefiero tapas, pero me gusta.
Claro.
Sí. Es como mexicano pizza. That was delicious. All that was €7, and I told him that I received a Google review that I received an amazing service, which I did. Yeah, that was a marvelous experience. And now I'm going to go back to the center of the city to check out all the little stores, which is my favorite thing to do when I'm in a new city, to like go in with no intentions of buying, but to just look around. I'm on my way to a museum. The buildings here are different styles. They're all beige color. I feel like I'm in a different city. One of the best thing about going to the tourism center is they tell you all of the free museums in the place. Some things that I wouldn't have known of if I didn't go. there are like 6 kids on top of the castle. I was passing by and they were throwing something to the passerbys and they were throwing something to me, and I waved my hand and they go, and one of them go, "Hello, mother." Ah, innocent children, innocent children.